Fans of the game show Family Feud will recognize our next guest, and not just because he's been on the show, he also looks just like the host, Steve Harvey. Take a look.
All right, Olden, what do you do, sir?
I am a full-time pastor, Steve. I've been pastor now. I just celebrated 17 years as a full-time pastor. 17 years. And I love what I do. But every single day of my life, people come up to me and call me Steve Harvey. And I don't even have your money. I mean, I think I should get compensated or something. I mean, don't you think? I mean, I haven't signed your name. Well, no, maybe not. No, don't go there. Don't go there. Well,
But I'll tell you something, Pastor. It ain't a bad deal, man.
No.
If I had somebody, man, you look like me. Damn. I'm actually looking at him and go, actually, you know what, I really hate to say this. I hate to say this, but I'm an honest guy. You actually a little better looking than I am. Yeah, it's kind of hurting me a little bit. Well, let's go.
Well, that's Pastor Olden Thornton of Raleigh International Church and joins us now by Skype. Welcome, Pastor. Well, tell us, of the thousands of applicants, how did the Thorntons get picked for Family Feud?
Well, as you heard on the clip, every day someone's always telling me I look like Steve. So I decided to put together a video of my family. And I actually told Steve on the video, I'm the real Steve Harvey, and I need to come and co-host with you. And we did a comical Family Feud set right there in our own house and sent it in. And they said out of the thousands of DVDs they viewed, we were in the 1 percentile. When they saw ours, they immediately contacted us. And when we went in, there were no tryouts. We went straight to the set.
That's amazing. We've seen clips of Steve Harvey sharing inspirational stories with his audience. But what's he like behind the scenes?
Steve is a phenomenal guy. Believe it or not, he's preaching to the audience in between commercials. And I'm talking motivational speeches. I've watched him literally give a woman and her son a complete scholarship to his ranch for young boys. And she just happened to be there saying she's tried everything she know how to do and she couldn't get on there. And he said, well, the appointment was divine. It was meant for you to be here today. You are going, you and your son. So he's very motivational behind the scene in between the commercials.
That's incredible. Now, we do know that sometimes Family Feud can have some racy questions. Did you have any tricky moments, and how did you deal with that?
Well, I had to stand flat-footed. It's tough because Steve owns Family Feud. So you either comply or go home. So the questions you can't avoid, but you just try not to, go there when he goes. And you'll see next week as it airs that I tried my best, to even preach on a few occasions. I don't know if they'll edit it out, but I definitely tried my best to keep him on the right path.
Well, Pastor, you've been a pastor in Raleigh International Church for 17 years, and you've intentionally helped create a multicultural congregation. Why is that so important to you?
Well, because our founder is Bishop Wellington Boone, and his ultimate goal was to create heaven here in the earth realm. We know there are going to be nations, kindreds, and tongues around the throne, and we wanted to model that here in the earth. And he sent me here to Raleigh under the leadership of Garland Hunt, who was my pastor, and we were pastoring together, and then he went on to be in Atlanta. And I took over 17 years ago, and we've been thriving ever since. We have over 17 different nations here in our midst, congregating and fellowshipping with us each and every Sunday.
And that is so needed. We've seen a lot of unrest this year, particularly between the African American community and the police. What is your solution for helping heal those wounds?
Well, I've tried to articulate that, we still have to demonstrate forgiveness, love. I mean, I will say the time has now put a mandate on the church. In other words, the line is drawn in the sand now. which side will you get on? And all these issues are causing us to choose the Lord's side or Aaron's side when Moses came back. And it seems like a lot of churches, a lot of pastors are jumping on the Aaron side, but I'm still on the Moses side. I refuse to go on that side. I cannot allow culture to dominate how I serve my God. I can't allow race. I just cannot do it. Now, you don't become the most popular pastor, but I'd rather be more popular with God than man.
Amen. Well, you can see Pastor Thornton and his wife and children on Family Feud next week. Pastor Olden Thornton, thank you so much for joining us.
It was a pleasure.